Hey man, say man, Bulletproof Blambo back with another video, the biggest and baddest fight channel on YouTube. Your one-stop shop for everything fighting and fitness. And today, we got UFC 323 fight predictions, man. Top to bottom, prelims to main card. You already know what the big old deal is, man. It's going to be a fun card, man. I ain't going to lie. There's a lot of sleeper fights on this card, just like the UFC Qatar card. I'm excited for this card. We got a couple rivalry matches. We got a grudge match between Merab and Piotr No Mercy Yan. So that should be a fun fight. Hopefully Piotr Yan can switch it up a little bit, give Merab a run for his money. You know, I'm not gonna say my prediction right now, but you know, that's a fight we definitely got to talk about, man. But the real question is this a real sleeper card? I mean, is this the type of card that we just gonna see flatline after flatline after flatline? Or is this card a dub? That's the real question. We about to find out right now.
Pick 'em up. Take them to the moon, to the fucking thing. I'm riding through New York, finna go and shoot New Jersey up. Tryna take my chain, I ain't going. We gon' come and blow New Jersey up. You want something? Hurry up. Try to rob, bitch, me 30'd up. Just like volcanoes, bitch, I'm curried up. Cheese in my pockets, velvet up. Hey, I'm a gorilla.
Alright, man, let's get straight into the predictions. First fight of the card, we got Muhammad Naimov versus Myron Santos. I'm pretty sure he's coming off a win. He only had one or two fights in the UFC so far. This is the UFC this is the Ultimate Fighter winner right here, Myron Santos. So you know, I remember seeing this guy on the Ultimate Fighter, and he beat. I saw one of his fights against Edwin Cooper Jr. Edwin Cooper Jr. fought one of my teammates, Ethan Ewing, who is now in the UFC, and he actually beat my teammate. And my teammate is a dog, bro. So when I seen him beat Edwin Cooper Jr., I was like, whoa. You know, this dude is good. He's good. So straight off the bat, we going with Myron Santos, bro. We going with Myron Santos. I don't really know too much about Muhammad Naimov. He sounds familiar, looks familiar, but we gonna go with the tough winner right here, Myron Santos, for the first fight. Next, we got Mansour Abdul Malik versus Antonio Tricoli. I do know Mansour Abdul Malik. He trains with Sean Strickland and over there with them boys at what is this, Extreme Couture, I think. Solid fighter. Seen him fight once, had a big win. We're going with Mansour Abdul Malik. Don't really know too much about Tricoli, but hopefully we learn a little bit more about him this fight. I'm going with the undefeated guy. Up next, we got Ivo Aslan. I do like Ivo Aslan. He comes at you, throws haymakers, throws bombs. He's an exciting fighter. I like watching him fight. Don't know anything about this dude right here. He looks like a contender series winner. We're going with Ivo Aslan, man, against Ivo Baranowski. Yeah, we're going with Ivo, man. Up next, we got Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner is back after retiring for what, like 4 months? 5 months? 6 months? It's like, no, he's been out longer than that. I think he's been out, like close to a year now, so happy to have Jalen Turner back. Never met him personally, but he trains with a lot of my homies. And again, he's going against Edson Barboza. Now, Edson Barboza, he's what, like, he's 40 years old, 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Edson Barboza is he's a dog, man. He's a veteran of the game. He's a veteran of the sport. So you know, it's a tough fight. I think if Jalen Turner could keep the range, not let Edson Barboza get too close, because when Edson Barboza gets too close, he just has a very wide range of arsenal kicks, low kick. He'll chop your legs all out. He's got pretty heavy hands, but I think if Jalen Turner can keep it long, keep it straight, hopefully his cardio is on point, he should be able to breeze through to a decision. And he might even, if he can get Edson Barboza early enough and clip him with a good enough shot, he most definitely could knock him out. He has the power to do it. Definitely has pop on his shots. But you know, like I said, it's a tough fight. Jalen Turner, I think the big thing with him is just staying locked in mentally, bro. If he can stay locked in mentally, this should be his fight. I'm going Jalen Turner, probably by decision. Next, we got Marvin Hard-Headed Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a banger right here. You got hard head versus heavy hands. Bruno Ferreira, the first man in the UFC to knock out RoboCop. I was actually shocked that he got the job done in that fight. I think that fight is what put him on the map. So it looks like they're trying to like give him a little bit of promotion with this fight, because Marvin Vettori, he's kind of like he's definitely a contender. You know, he's been a contender for a long time, ranked fighter for a long time, and they're trying to move Bruno up through the ranks, man. So you know, I also remember when Bruno fought, who did he fight? He fought the guy that just moved down to welterweight. The guy that just fought Joaquin Buckley. What's his name? Old Russian dude. What's his name, man? I forgot his freaking name. How did I forget his name already, bro? Let me see if I can pull him up. He fought Petrosian. Okay, not Petrosian. I saw him fight there he is, Ruzaboyev. Yeah, he fought Ruzaboyev. That was his last fight. Or was that his last fight? I think it was his last fight. But anyways, he got knocked out in that fight. But before that, he fought Phil Hawes. He fought RoboCop, even though I don't see it on here. You know, UFC website's all out of whack sometimes, bro. What can I say? But I saw him fight Ruzaboyev. So if I were Marvin Vettori, I'll be looking at that fight thinking to myself, man, I got to keep it straight with this dude, because if you let this man get close, he will clip you with something crazy and put you to sleep. But nonetheless, I think we're going to go Bruno Ferreira. Marvin Vettori, his last couple fights, I think he's been slowing down a little bit, taking a little bit too much damage. He's a lot slower. So we're going to go Bruno Ferreira. I don't think he's going to get the job done by knockout in this fight, but we're going to go with him for a decision. Next, we got Macy Barber versus Karen Silva. Off jump, I'm going with Macy Barber. Not just because she's fine as hell, but just for the simple fact that she's a dog, bro. She's a dog. She's down for the firefight. She's versatile. And she's the type that if she needs to, she knows how to make it dirty, pin you up against the cage. She knows how to get the job done, bro. So, you know, yeah, we're going with Macy Barber. I don't really know too much about Karen Silva, but I know about Macy Barber. So, next, here we go. Now it's heating up a little bit. We got Terrence McKinney versus Chris Duncan. This is going to be a fire fight. Both guys like to finish people. They both get put in crazy positions in their fights. These two are the type of people Like, either they gonna get knocked out or they gonna knock you out, bro. Terrence McKinney is definitely like that, bro. Shout out Terrence McKinney, Iridian Sports gang, signed to the same management. Hopefully he gets it done for the Team Iridium Army. But hey, look, man, this is not a tough fight. Chris Duncan is a dog, bro. He's a Scottish dog. He lives for the firefight, bro. He lives for the firefight, bro. It's what he comes from, bro. He's down to throw heavy hands. He's down to throw heavy kicks. This is going to be a firefight. I'm taking my pick right now. I'm going with Terrence McKinney by first round knockout, man. Just for the simple fact that Chris Duncan is the type to get clipped. And Terrence McKinney is the type of guy you cannot get clipped against. I know Chris Duncan has a granite solid chin from hell, bro. But it does not matter. If Terrence McKinney gets on a roll on you or you let him get an open shot, he will finish you. You are not coming back from that, buddy. You are not coming back from that. So I'm excited to see this fight. We'll see what happens, but I'm going with Terrence McKinney by first round knockout. Next, we got Grant Dawson, submission machine, grappling wizard, against Manuel Torres. This is going to be we got another firefight right here, man. Grant Dawson likes to apply the pressure. Manuel Torres, he's a little bit on the back foot, but when he plants and fires, it's nasty, bro. His last fight, he finished. Who did he finish? What's his name? Oh, Chad looking dude. Who did he finish his last fight, bro? White boy. Bro, I know who he fought, bro. This is like actually like kind of pissing me off. The Chad, bro. What's his name, bro? Drew Dober. That was his last fight. Messed Drew Dober up bad. Caught him with a knee or maybe it was a kick and then just hammer fist, bro. Grant Dawson is not the type to play the stand-up game. He will for a little bit, but he's looking to take you down, take you out with a rear naked choke. That's his whole game, submissions. So if Manuel Torres cannot keep him off, he will get submitted. I'm going with Grant Dawson by, we'll go with a second round submission, man. We'll go with a second round submission. Next, we got Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Buskov or Guskov. I don't know anything about this dude, bro. He sounds familiar, looks familiar. We're going with Jan Blachowicz, Polish power all the way, bro. Like I said, don't know much about Bogdan Guskov, but he got a cool name. But we'll have to just, hopefully we find out a little bit more about him this fight. I'm going with Polish power. Because I don't know anything about this dude, I'm going to have to go with, Polish power kicks in late, man. So I'm going to go with a second to third round knockout. Next. Now we on the main card, baby. Let's get it. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. I like Tatsuro Taira, but just based off what I've seen from him, he is not the type to get down and dirty with the paws, man. And if you're going to fight Brandon Moreno, you got to have your fists ready and equipped, ready to fire, man. If you do not have your hands right and tight, Brandon Moreno will serve you. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do against Tatsuro Taira. Tatsuro Taira is a phenom. Came into the UFC as a phenom. A jiu-jitsu phenom. Grappling wizard. But I don't think that's going to work on Brandon Moreno, bro. I really don't. I don't think it's going to work on Brandon Moreno. I think if he tries to pretzel Brandon Moreno, he will get pretzeled in the process along with a knuckle sandwich. I'm predicting Brandon Moreno by late stoppage, third round stoppage. Whether that be submission, knockout, does not matter. But I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with a knockout, bro. I think Brandon Moreno still has the dog in him. He's still young. And just like that fight with Brandon Royval, man, if you can stop the takedowns of Tatsuro Taira, he kind of gasses out a little bit. He kind of like cowers away a little bit. Doesn't want to fight with the hands no more. Can't do that against Brandon Moreno. He'll put it on you. 20, 30 punch combinations. We're going with Brandon, the baby assassin, by late stoppage, third round TKO. Next up on the card, we got the co-main event. Joshua Van, fearless one, versus Alejandro Pantoja. Man, this is the fight that I'm looking forward to most on the card. Can Joshua Van land those power hooks, those power uppercuts early? Or does Alejandro Pantoja take him down early? That's the real question. If Joshua Van cannot stop the takedown, he will get finished. I promise you that. He will get rear naked choke, Kai Kara France style. If Joshua Van can land his power early, Joshua Van is not Brandon Moreno. I don't think Pantoja will be able to land. I don't think Pantoja will be able to, even though he has a granite chin, even though he has one of those, Diego Lopez type Brazilian chins, I do not think he's going to eat Joshua Van's power, bro. I really don't. I think if he lets Joshua Van crack him enough times early, he will go to sleep. But if I had to predict this fight, man, shout out Team Meridian. We signed to the same management company. Shout out Joshua Van. But if I had to pick, if I had to put my money on, I'm putting the house down on Alejandro Pantoja just for the simple fact that he has the experience. He's a dog. And we have seen Joshua Van get cracked, dropped, and knocked out before. I'm not saying that Alejandro Pantoja won't do that, but Joshua Van is hittable. And he does go backwards, straight back. He does not cut an angle when he goes backwards. I don't know if you guys noticed that. That's something he needs to work on. When you go back, Joshua Van, you cannot go straight back against Pantoja. He's going to keep coming in with the flurry, which is how Charles Johnson caught you, or he's going to take you down. So, but I do think when Alejandro Pantoja exits his championship reign, Joshua Van is up next. Right? So we going Pantoja by, I'm going to say a first round submission. I'm gonna say a first round submission, but it will be a good fight for as long as it lasts. For sure, it will be a firefight for as long as it lasts. Next up on the card, we have Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan 2, the grudge match. Russia versus Georgia. There's always going to be a rivalry between those two countries, man. Right? No Mercy versus the Machine, man. This is going to be a good fight. I do not see anyone getting finished. This is actually a treat by the UFC because Merab Dvalishvili does not slow down and Petr Yan does not give up. You got great striking versus great wrestling, judo. It's going to be a great fight. Unfortunately for Petr Yan, I do not think he has what it takes to get the job done. And I'm not hating on Petr Yan at all, but I think Merab Dvalishvili is just his time, bro. It's just his time. UFC, every 4 to 7 years, you see a new champion come up, and they just got the sauce, man. You know, whether it's because they're bigger and stronger, and they're just machines, literally, no pun intended, or maybe their striking is way just so superior. Maybe their grappling is so superior. But it's something like that going on with Merab Dvalishvili, where nobody at the 135-pound division, mark my words, for the next 3 to 5 years, will be able to beat Petr Yan. I mean, will be able to beat Merab Dvalishvili. If Petr Yan, y'all really think about where Merab Dvalishvili's reign is going to end up in the next few years. How many times he's defending his belt? This arguably could go down as one of the greatest mixed martial artists to ever do this, bro. And I'm not over exaggerating. Is he one of the most exciting? Absolutely not. Is he one of the best to ever do it? Absolutely. Absolutely. He'll tell you himself he is the decision machine. Just like he said in the press conference in my last video. He considers himself the decision machine. You know what I'm saying? He takes pride in taking people to the deep waters and toying with them, bro. But I think in this fight, he's going to switch it up and he could potentially get the finish. I do not foresee that happening. But we're going with Merab Dvalishvili by decision and still the undisputed Bantamweight champion. That's it for me, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this prediction video. Short and sweet. just the way she likes it, man. Y'all have any thoughts? Y'all feel like I'm getting anything wrong? Y'all let me know down below in the comments. But that's it for me, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, stay positive, stay motivated, stay inspired, baby.